Inflation remains largely suppressed in the advanced countries, but tepid consumption, spending, and vulnerabilities in the financial market continue to hamper financial intermediation and growth. Consequently, the monetary policy stance in most advanced economies remained largely accommodative and most likely to be maintained throughout 2016. On the contrary, monetary policy in the emerging markets and developing economies could continue to diverge substantially, reflecting the diversity of shocks confronting them. Yields on domestic instruments have to be competitive to attract the much needed foreign inflows. On the administrative side, this will have to be complemented by a comprehensive reform of the foreign exchange market, which is currently being undertaken. For the avoidance of doubt, the bank will continue to allow domiciliary account holders unfettered access to the funds in their accounts. The committee also urged speedy passage of the 2016 budget in order to halt the depressing effect of the uncertainty that engulfs the waiting period, hoping that the implementation of the budget would go a long way in boosting business confidence and reinvigorating the financial markets. In the circumstance, the committee urged the bank to continue to upscale its surveillance of the financial system with the aim of promptly detecting and managing vulnerabilities to ensure sustained stability. Finally, the committee remains committed to price stability across the range of consumer prices, exchange rate, and interest rate, which is fundamental to reviving economic growth and employment generation. In the meantime, the bank would continue to leverage its development finance policy to support critical sectors of the Nigerian economy. The time is right to restore the automatic adjustment mechanisms of the exchange rate with the reintroduction of a flexible interbank exchange rate market. The workings of this market will be consistent with the bank's objectives of enhancing efficiency and facilitating a liquid and transparent foreign exchange market. Although the detailed framework and operational guidelines of the market will be released to the public immediately after this press briefing, permit me to highlight its key aspects. 1. The market shall operate as a single market structure through the interbank and autonomous window. The time is right to restore the automatic adjustment mechanisms of the exchange rate with the reintroduction of a flexible interbank exchange rate market. The workings of this market will be consistent with the bank's objectives of enhancing efficiency and facilitating a liquid and transparent foreign exchange market. Although the detailed framework and operational guidelines of the market will be released to the public immediately after this press briefing, permit me to highlight its key aspects. 1. The market shall operate as a single market structure through the interbank and autonomous window. 2. The exchange rate will be purely market-driven using the Thomson Reuters and FMDQ order matching system as well as the conventional dealing book. 3. The CBN will participate in the market through periodic interventions to either buy or sell foreign exchange as the need arises. 4. To improve the dynamics of the market, we will introduce FX primary dealers who would be registered by the CBN to deal directly with the bank for large trade sizes on a two-way quote basis. 5. These primary dealers shall operate with other dealers in the interbank market, amongst other obligations that will be stipulated in the foreign exchange primary dealers guidelines, which would also be released immediately after this press briefing. 6. There shall be no predetermined spreads on foreign exchange spot transactions executed through the CBN intervention with primary dealers, while all FX spot purchases by authorized dealers are transferable in the interbank foreign exchange market. 7. The 41 items classified as not valid for foreign exchange as detailed in a previous circular by the CBN shall remain inadmissible in the Nigerian foreign exchange market for foreign exchange. 8. To enhance liquidity in the market, the CBN may also offer long-tenured FX forwards of tenure ranging between 6 and 12 months or any tenure to authorized dealers. 9. Sale of foreign exchange forwards by authorized dealers to end users must be trade-backed with no predetermined spreads. 10. The CBN shall introduce non-deliverable over-the-counter Naira-settled futures with daily rates on the CBN-approved FMDQ trading and reporting system. This is an entirely new product in the Nigerian foreign exchange market, which would help moderate volatility in the exchange rate by moving non-urgent FX demand from the spot to the futures market. 12. The OTC FX futures shall be in non-standardized amounts and different fixed tenors, which may be sold on any dates, thereby ensuring bespoke maturity dates. 13. Proceeds of foreign investment inflows and international money transfers shall be purchased by authorized dealers at the daily interbank rates. The committee, in consideration of the headwinds in the domestic economy and the uncertainties in the global environment, decided a unanimous vote to retain monetary policy (MPR), cash reserve requirement (CRR), liquidity ratio (LR), and the asymmetric corridor of +2 and -7 around the MPR. In summary, the MPC voted to retain 1. The CRR at 20%, MPR at 11%, liquidity ratio at 30%, and the asymmetric corridor at +200 basis points and -700 basis points.